Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Hope all is going well with you guys. Just finished recording a YouTube video, so I am actually going to try and get that up while I'm doing this. Man, sometimes I just be spending way too much time researching props. I don't know. I don't know when to stop. I'm like, okay, I have two plays, but I really like this one. And I guess this is kind of like the whole point of that, right? Chop it up with y'all, find some good values. Yeah. How did you guys do yesterday? Because I went 1-2. Let's see. I lost the plays that I gave out on the internet, but I did have a two-leg play, which is actually fun. I actually really am kind of interested in starting doing those more a little bit, like the little two-leggers where you take a prop that you like that's juiced, and then have something that's in correlation, schematically. So what I did yesterday is I had Keon Ellis under 2.5 threes. And then I had DeMar DeRozan 15 plus points. Thankfully, DeMar still got there in the blowout. I mean, that shit was crazy. I didn't watch it, but I was not expecting. I didn't know the Magic were capable of winning by margin. Oh shit! Can you guys see my YouTube video? You probably can. Okay, I just got done, doing that. So yeah. Anyways, guys, how are you guys doing? Make sure to get some comments down below. I'll get to every question stuff, and yeah, we can do that. So cool. All right, let's start off with the plays. Actually, let's wait for it to fill up a little bit more. I'm gonna get into the comments. What's up, Strange? How you doing? Let's go. Yeah, no, hopefully we can have a good game or a good day today. Okay. Yeah, let's see if we can fill up a little bit more. What's up, Samos? How you doing? I do want to wait usually till we get to 100 people in total before I start giving out the plays. But like I said, man, so I gotta switch something up with something because I don't know what's going on with the engagements and stuff. But all this stuff is just you know kind of down a little bit. So maybe it's probably because I don't have JJ on with me, to be honest. So okay, well we do have a few people here. Let's start giving out the plays. I don't want to keep you guys bored as hell. So, yeah, let's share the screen. Awesome. I wonder which prop I'm on. Okay, so we'll start on this one. Let's go. First official play. I'm rolling with Josh Hart over 19.5 points and assists. And I know he screwed me over. I don't know if you guys are tailing, but I had him over against the Clippers earlier this week. He got guarded by Zubac for the most part, and it's just pretty disengaged. The Knicks kind of got their asses kicked. He got into foul trouble a little bit. Ended at 13 PA, so it wasn't exactly all that close. However, guys, first official game without Deuce McBride, Campaign, Jalen Brunson. He did have 42 minutes, and that's the least surprising thing ever, right? Josh Hart with Tibbs and all that. But yeah, I'm rolling with 19.5 PA because they are playing Portland, and Portland will put Donovan Clingan on him. And if we see what he did against Portland, about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago or so, he only had 20 PA, but that's not really the point, honestly. He did have 14 field goal attempts, and then he had 15 potential assists. So the filter that I used here, and obviously this is probably skewing it a little bit my way, but I just want to show off the volume, right? So 10 to 20 potential assists, that's smack dab in the middle of 15. So 10 to 20 potential assists, and then where are the field goal attempts? So he had, like I said, he had 14 field goal attempts with 10 to 17 field goal attempts. 10 to 20 potential assists. Not guaranteeing he's going to get this, obviously, guys. I'm just trying to speak to, the volume he had in that Portland game. So yeah, I mean, it was just elite volume, elite shot volume, elite passing volume, and he had only 20 PA, but he's literally over in 14 out of 14 games when he gets really good shot volume, really good potential assist volume. Like I said, where I'm putting it smack dab in the middle. So I'm trying not to skew it and stuff. And yeah, look, guys. I mean, man, he's going to get guarded by Donovan Clingan. He's going to be wide open for three. He can take the threes if he wants. He can attack the rack if he wants. He can, like I said, he's just going to be defended very disrespectfully. But I mean, when that happens, man, I mean, he's just going to, Clingan's going to be camping out in the paint. He's not really going to be near him, so the ball is just going to end up in his hands more. So Josh, he has times where he catches it and he looks like he has never played basketball before, and he doesn't know what to do. But then he shows off his passing IQ, his passing chops. He can easily flow into dribble handoffs. With McCall, OG, they can get into pull ups, and those are going to be assists for him. Or he's just going to have the ball in his hand more, because he's not getting guarded. He'll be put into actions like screen and rolls. He can be a roll man. He can play make out of the short roll. I don't know, man. Just like when you're getting guarded this way, it's going to force your usage up to be much higher than normal. So, yeah, Josh here, like I said, love it. Love the matchup. The minutes are probably going to be great. Like I said, he did play 42. I mean, I guess we could do this with like a raw minute filter, right? Like 40. Or let's do like a 36 to we could do like 36 to 44 minutes or something, and then kind of try to center that a little bit, project him for 40, which I think is actually not even like a crazy projection, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, when this is the case, then he's over in 56.8% of the games. Like I said, maybe we could do like, I don't know, 8+ potential assists and 8+ field goal attempts or something. Where are those? Okay. Yeah, and then it starts to look a little bit better. But yeah, just really like Josh Hart here. He might do some stupid shit. He might be having zero confidence to shoot the ball. Look, I think his assists have a really good chance of spiking too here. And I think like one of them has gotta come to fruition. So really like Josh over 19.5 PA here. And that is the first official play. Before I move on to the second play, sorry, I don't know if I had this up the whole time. I think I might have not. Before I move on to the second play, guys, if you are on YouTube, it's a Sunday. I'm sure there's not many people streaming. So, like, if you appreciate it, if you like the content, just make sure to drop a like, sub to the channel. It's a perk of subbing to Straight Betting, right? You get Sunday live streaming picks content. A lot of people, they'll do their streams Monday through Friday. Straight Betting, we're doing that shit 7 days a week. So, yeah, just make sure to drop a like, sub to the channel if you appreciate the content. Second official play, we're going to the Golden State Warriors versus the San Antonio Spurs. I'm rolling with Draymond Green over 5.5 assists. Best current price, I guess, actually, is at -125 at DraftKings now. So make sure to go ahead and snag that. But most of the time, you're laying, -130 FanDuel, 133 Builder, 35 Caesars. But yeah, I'm cool with the juice here because I think that this is like a very, very ideal matchup for Draymond. So first thing I want to look at is last 10 games, just get a little gauge on the Spurs and how bad they've been defensively. But they're allowing the second most assists per game overall, 32.3 to be exact. That's a very, very high number. In fact, I think that if you go to like all season segments, okay, well, let me quick refresh this. Yeah, the most is the Jazz at 29.3. So, I mean, they're really giving up a shit ton of assists. Them and Philly are the two teams that are really, really giving up the dime. Same with Utah, but yeah, so giving up a ton of assists. Next thing I want to look at is team shooting. Spurs are allowing the third most points per game in the restricted area, which I will explain why that is relevant in a little bit. But yeah, allowing a shit ton of points in the restricted area. But yeah, I mean, so Draymond with Steph and Jimmy is over in 11 out of 18 games. That's good stuff right there. You could do another filter that I use is with Steph Curry. I did with 22+ minutes, guys. It's not asking for a lot, right? 22 feels like an absolute floor. Obviously, the floor with Draymond is always getting injected, which has happened a few times this year. Also, he's gotten hurt a few times. So I'm just getting those games out of here. But yeah, 22 minutes should be like an absolute floor here for Draymond. So with 22 minutes with Steph Curry, now he's up to 58.7% hit rate. We're getting a nice big sample size. Third and final filter, like I said, guys, Spurs are allowing so many assists. You filter out teams from the bottom 10 of like overall assists allowed. Now the hit rate's looking really, really good, right? 64.5% over in 20 out of 31 games. Two final things I want to say about this prop is, look, Draymond does get this is a really high number of your overall assists to go in the restricted area, 42%. Like if you just like look at Jimmy Butler, for example, he's only at 24%. So yeah, like I said, Spurs allow the third most points in the restricted area over the last 10. And like I said, so a ton of Draymond's assists. He's always finding cutters, right? And Spurs are definitely getting cooked by cutters if you're allowing that much stuff in the restricted area. So Yeah, and then last thing I want to say about this play is we're at Steph Curry right now. We're hovering over his numbers. Obviously, I want to look at the off-ball screen stuff. The Spurs do allow the 10th most points per game to off-ball screen, so that's good. Obviously, we've seen Draymond do this thousands and thousands of times where he has the ball at the top of the key, and there's just like a ton of Curry's coming off the screen, coming off the Draymond pass. And then obviously, coming off that, someone else is cut into the basket, like the screeners cut into the hoop. So look, man, they're having trouble guarding those off ball screens, those actions. I think that it's going to be, a great matchup for Draymond, like the line too at 5.5, obviously. And that's why I played it. Okay. So that's my first two plays. Let's see the comments. Okay. We got a couple questions coming in. Perfect, guys. I'll get to those questions in a little bit after I give out the third and final play. But I am also, for the third play, going with Jacoby Walter of the Toronto Raptors. And I know guys that come in here every single time be like, I'm not betting on a Raptor. I'm not betting on a Raptor. I'll bet on a Raptor who's a rookie and who, should consistently play 30 minutes for the rest of the year. So guys, Jacoby Walter over 1.5 threes. You can snag that at plus 128 at FanDuel now, which is a great price. Really good price compared to the rest of the market as well. But yeah, if you look at the last two games, so he missed some time with injury, came back, he played 25 minutes. And then the last two games, though, even in the 30-point game, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. Look, probably going to play 30 minutes again. But yeah. So guys, if you're unfamiliar with Jacoby Walter's game, I think I was looking at it here. Yeah, this is, I guess let's go like, let's go like on the year. Or so catch and shoot. Jacoby Walter is a pretty big catch and shoot guy. Let me quick see if I can. I was just like looking at the last 15 games, but okay. Guess no data available. Something's lagging slow. Okay, guys. Well, I mean, look, 28% of his play type is spot up. He's the catch and shoot guy for the most part. And if we go to teams' opponent stats, catch and shoot over the last 10 games, we get Philadelphia 76ers catch and shoot threes to be exact. Second most catch and shoot threes attempted allowed. Second most catch and shoot 3-pointers made over the last 10 games. They're just giving up a ton of catch and shoot threes and stuff like that. Jacoby Walter is really not taking pull-ups and stuff. Let me quick see if I can actually just like refresh this and get something. Okay. Yeah, Jacoby Walter definitely more of a catch and shoot guy. Like I said, a lot of these guys aren't even playing at this point. But yeah. So next, I kind of had to actually dig in the mud to get a good edge on this or a good angle on this one and feel good about it. But if we go to opponent 3-pointers attempted, like I said, guys, Philly second most 3-pointers catch and shoot 3-pointers attempted, last 10, second most made. Like they're a big time catch and shoot funnel. They're gonna allow a ton of threes. So bottom half of the league here. This is him, and look, this isn't a minute filter or anything, but this is him against teams bottom half of the league in 3-pointers attempted allowed, and then we can see, click on the minutes here, see that he is only averaging 20.2 minutes in this sample size, and obviously, guys, he's played 30 in the last two games. I'm projecting him for 29. So when you do per 29 minutes, and this is a lot, but per 29 minutes against teams in the bottom half of the league in 3-pointers attempted allowed, he is averaging 5.3 3-pointers attempted for those 29 minutes against those teams that give up the threes. So basically, guys, like I said, Philly's bottom of the barrel. If I had to have a projection for Jacoby Walter, I'd put him at 5.5 3-pointers attempted. And obviously, like you can't attempt 5.5 threes. But like, let's do a quick filter, right? With 5 to 6 3-pointers attempted. Jacoby Walter, over in 6 out of 7, we can expand it a little bit. 5 to 7, that's 8 out of 9. You can bring it down 4 to 7, 12 out of 19. But yeah, guys, and at the end of the day, you got to remember this is a plus 128 at FanDuel, right? And it was a plus 130 before. So, yeah, plus money, man. I feel like this prop is like a 55, 60% win rate prop, and you're getting it at plus 128. It's a great matchup. Minutes should be safe. Being a rook on a tanking team. Yeah, even like the last couple games. Oh no, this isn't the last couple of games. I mean, since he came back from injury, 6 3-pointers attempted, 5 3-pointers attempted, and 7 3-pointers attempted. So yeah, he's been in that range too a ton. And yeah, just think this is a great spot for Jacoby to get up, 5 to 6, maybe even 7 threes. So getting this at plus 128 feels like an absolute steal. Okay. getting into some of the questions. Let's go. A15A said Ant threes. Yeah. So I mean, Ant had like a 50 ball against Detroit. Look, Jalen Duren is very, very slow footed, man. He's going to have to get out to the perimeter. Look, Ant's just going to be, I think this is probably going to be a really big Ant game for sure. I could even see PA. I could see him. He's just going to create a ton of advantages in this game, I would think. Like I said, man, if you're a pick and roll man, pick and roll handler, I think they'll think that the Wolves offense should be pretty good. Just, they won't be able to defend that pick and roll whatsoever. So, yeah. Let's see. I guess his 3-point shooting is kind of starting to come back down. On the year, though, he is over in 60% of games. You are getting this at a plus money price. It's definitely a good matchup for him to get up, above the break threes, off the dribble, pull up threes. I bet on Darius Garland last game, and obviously DG's a different player than Ant, but they're both taking a shit ton of pull up threes, especially out of pick and roll actions. Yeah, Pistons are allowing the most pull-up three-pointers made over the last 10 games. They are allowing the second most attempts and the second highest frequency. So all this stuff sounds pretty good to me, A15A, I got to say. Yeah, he had 10 threes, shot 15 threes against Detroit. Yeah, I do like that a ton, man. I do like it a ton. I think that PA is also a good look. Even you're getting a 31.5 at DraftKings. Ooh, that's definitely enticing. But yeah, I think it's going to be tough sledding for Detroit to guard, Ant in that pick and roll. So Mike Conley could even be a tad interesting with his threes. I just think that Detroit's going to have to give him up here. Jarrett Allen under points against the Clippers. Yeah, that's definitely interesting. Look, only had 8 points against them. Did shoot 0 for 2 from the stripe, 4 for 7. So definitely a little under average for his efficiency, because I think that dude is I think that Jarrett Allen is like a very efficient from 70% shooter. But yeah, I mean, Zoo probably definitely had some effect with that. We could go to, I mean, Jarrett Allen, obviously big time points to the paint. The roll man is going to be tough. Let's do some filters here. Let's do with all three of these guys playing. Let's do versus play type. Let's do like bottom half of the league, since they are just like very tough in general. Opponent team shooting restricted area last 10. Clips have been kind of poor there, actually. So what about just like overall points in the paint? Yeah, Clips have been fine. I will say I think it's definitely more of a Mobley matchup. So is this like a full sample? It is. Okay. Yeah. Look, I feel like the line's maybe fairly set. I think his minutes should be pretty good here too. But yeah, no, I definitely think it's like a tougher matchup for Jarrett Allen. I think maybe I'd have it at 11.5, so slightly into the under, but nothing too crazy here. Like 13.5 would get interesting for the under, but yeah, no, I like the look. Dyson rebounds and assists. Like, people ask this shit like every time, and I just look at the hit rates and it all looks pretty good. Milwaukee, okay, Milwaukee stuff. Oh wow. Without Jalen Johnson against the Bucks, he has had very good stuff here. 15 rebounds and assists, and 16 rebounds and assists. So I mean, that's very good, especially compared to like the 10.5 line. So that looks very good. And we could just do without Jalen, with Trey, without Jalen, without DeAndre maybe too. Yeah, 13 out of 23. Yeah, I mean, just definitely looks like a pretty good look. And there we go. Let's just turn on the lights. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, Dyson definitely lean over there. Zubac over points and rebounds. Yeah. So the Cavs really don't like to double in the post. They allow. I think they might allow the most points per game to post ups. I could be wrong. But PR is chilling at 29.5 for Big Zoo. He had 48, which is ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, they allow a ton to post up, they allow a ton to post up. Look, I guess the one concern is, like, I always think about this is like, the Cavs are obviously like a very good team, and no Kawhi, which is also good for usage for Zoo. Look, I wonder if they switch something up here, right? Just he was so dominant against them. Now there's no Kawhi. Wonder maybe if he gets a little more attention defensively, but then maybe you could even just like be like, okay, well I'm gonna just do PRA then. So maybe he gets a couple doubles here and there. He finds an open shooter. Um, yeah, no, I definitely lean over here. I guess my one concern would be maybe he gets like a little more attention, given that Cleveland lost the game, and I guess the Cavs have been losing a fair bit, but they typically don't lose a lot of games. So maybe Kenny Atkinson makes an adjustment. But yeah, no, definitely lean over with you. Um, what's up, Winter? How you doing? Hope all is well with you. I took Mitchell assists for 5, 6, and 8. Yeah. Look, I think that's a very solid look. What is 4.5 really? Oh, was that like a late night line? But had 11 assists, 17 potentials. Yeah. Look, man. I think him and Garland are both actually in really good assist spots. But they both had really good assist numbers against them. And even Max Strus, I think Max Strus is in a really good scoring spot because look, the thing is, when Zubac is too slow to guard these pick and rolls, right? But he has to creep up because he's gonna have to creep up to the level because um you can't just like let these dudes flow into pull up threes. You just can't do that. So I think it's actually like a really solid assist spot for both like Mitchell and Garland, like how we saw, and I think it's actually Max Strus over points was like a very strong lean of mine. Him and DeAndre Hunter both had great volume, and they're playing similar roles. He did obviously Strus shot very well. Shot against the Clippers 5 for 8 from deep, 8 for 12 overall. I mean, you could take away like 2 threes though, and he still would have had a 18-point game. Right, and then you're looking at pretty normal efficiency. Did it in 26 minutes. Clippers won the game, so they should be doing the same thing. But yeah, even like you look at DeAndre Hunter, and yeah, DeAndre Hunter had 17 points. Also shot efficiently, but yeah, I mean that was in 20 minutes. So I think that Strus is very interesting in this spot. I looked at him a ton. Didn't end up getting there, but I might circle back and end up getting there because think that Max Strus is a good look, and you're talking about Mitchell assists, and I think that's in correlation with it. So yeah, we just talked about Dyson. The numbers are very good against the Bucks, and I will say that. Like I said, I don't watch much Hawks. I couldn't tell you how he's getting his assists, but can't argue with the head-to-head numbers and stuff. Battle boards. Okay, I have no clue what to think about that. I will say, man, I think this might be a poor minute game for Barnes and Barrett because look, I mean, it's a tank off, right? So it's like, why would you play these guys more than like 24 minutes? And maybe Battle could really benefit from that. So that's definitely interesting. Played 32, 25, 27 minutes the last couple games. Maybe we could do like with 24 plus, 23 plus. Yeah, and then it's like looking pretty good. And had 8 against Philly on March 12th. I think that was a tank off game, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, no, I definitely think it's interesting, right? Um, yeah, don't hate it. Philly's gonna allow a ton of overall boards and stuff. Not a good rebounding team. So KJ, yeah, I can't speak on KJ stuff because it's just not like he's a two-way player. So it's only on a couple books. Devin Booker under 32.5 PA. I think it's a tough matchup for Booker against Houston. Yeah, no, that definitely could make sense. Let's see. PA. I think Steven Adams is back, so I wanted to put my theory to test a little bit later about the second unit snipers, catch and shoot guys. Maybe a Royce O'Neal, except he's coming off of torching the Wolves, so we'll see. We'll see about that. But yeah, I guess Devin Booker against Houston. Has Houston still been allowing the pull-ups? Houston Rockets. I mean, it's a very tough. So not pull-up threes at all, but pull-up twos, which definitely is Booker stuff. And I know Ime weirdly is very aggressive against Kevin Durant because I think Kevin Durant has. Okay, he had 37, so maybe I'll eat my words there. Yeah, no, he's had good games against him. I know he's had really good assist games, except for this one against Houston. I peeped that. I had some really ridiculous assist games. Let's see, what has Devin Booker done against him? Because pull up twos. If Houston is going to allow the pull up twos, maybe that could be a little bit concerning for a D book under. But played them once, didn't really do much. Didn't do much there last year. Yeah, look, I definitely agree with you on the tough matchup. He's definitely going to get guarded by Amen Thompson, I would think, and that's tough. So coming off of an absolute stinker, we could do like with KD, without Beal. Does tend to go over more than he doesn't, but yeah, it's a tough matchup for Book for sure. Also snipe for Mitchell under points. I think WHI is gonna be him on the switch. I have no clue what you Oh, Kawhi's not playing. Yeah, Kawhi's not playing. Rudy Gobert under 12.5 points. Look, I was looking at that. I think it's definitely a pretty solid look. Definitely lean under with you. The reason I personally didn't play it is because um just because of the fouling. Pistons have such a trouble. They've been fouling so fucking much. It's actually ridiculous. They're up there with like the tanking teams and stuff with like free throws attempted. So they've been fouling a shit ton. Look, I think if Rudy, I think the roll man stuff is going to be open for Rudy, because Duran's going to have to creep up a little bit against Ant. I really do think that the roll man stuff is going to be pretty open, and it just like he's probably not going to score a ton of field goals if that makes sense. But I do think like if they come and help, and I think that the free throws could be there because I know that they do give it up to the roll man, and I just given Ant's gravity, they definitely will give it up there. I guess we could just look at with everyone healthy though, because the 12.5 does seem high, especially given the Pistons do protect the restricted area. But part of the reason why they protect the restricted area is because they foul so much, right? So you got to take that into account. But um, oh wow, yeah, and this is why I lean under with you, right? Because it's not looking pretty with this, and even like Pistons are points in the paint allowed fourth fewest, so we could do like bottom half of the league there. Um, and his first play type, they're a really good rebounding team too. Oh man. Okay. I might eat my words, Simone. I might eat my words. This might be like a great bet. This might be like a really great bet. And even like rebounds, I mean, yeah, Simone, this might be a really good bet. Um, yeah. Uh okay. I might actually make this an official play. You're just looking at this stuff like where are the Pistons ranking for points in the paint recently? Still pretty good. Still pretty good. So yeah, Simone, I might play this officially. Look, I was trying to talk myself out of it because like the fouling thing, and that I guess that is a concern. But yeah, no, this might be a very good bet, or this is a very good bet. Norman Powell overs. Yeah, I mean, look, you're gonna look at the hit rates, and it's all gonna be really good. And the Cavs defense has really been atrocious. They really don't have anyone to guard. Uh, they really don't have anyone to guard Norman Powell. To be honest, I mean, the more I look at the Cavs, like this team is kind of flawed. Their offense is great. Don't get it wrong, but I mean, I saw our Thompson punking the hell out of Evan Mobley last game, and if Evan Mobley's not going to be dominant on the glass, uh, good luck because the rest of the defense is actually terrible. But with Harden, without Kawhi, with Zubac, we could do. Um, yeah, I mean, over in 75% of games, he's averaging 25, and yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's a pretty solid look for sure. Uh, yeah, I mean, he's definitely he's clearly not the same player post injury. I will say that, man. Like, if you're just gonna like look at the hit rate, this dude is not the same player. Like he's definitely lost a little bit of burst. Um, or I don't know, man. Maybe it's all Kawhi. Maybe it's just Kawhi's been so good, but I don't know. I think there's definitely a decent chance that he might just be a little bit cooked at the moment with all the injuries he was going through. Yep, talked about this, leaned over on it. Scoot is out, and so is Simons. Oh shit. I did not know that. Where did Scoot is out? Where'd you see that? I don't think they're out, bro. What's up, Andrew? How you doing? Harden over PR 29.5. Kimzo Kawhi is decent, bigs, he scores and rebounds. Yeah, no, for sure. I think mostly the Cavs have just been such a poor team at defending catch and shoot stuff. I could be wrong here. Last 10 games. Yeah, they've been very poor there. So I mean that's not great for Harden, right? Like if you're bad at defending catch and shoot, I mean this motherfucker just doesn't catch and shoot. So yeah, but like look, who's gonna guard him? Like Struce, Mitchell? I don't know. They don't have a great matchup for him. PR we could go to without Kawhi, with Norm, with Zoo. It's actually really not great, to be honest. I think it's more so Norm that benefits without Kawhi. He's actually under in way more than he's not. So yeah, maybe that could be something. But I will say Cavs in isolation. Look, they allow the most points per game there, so they're probably just gonna let Harden do his thing. Abdi assists or Shaden. Shaden is Scoot. Are you sure that where are you seeing that Scoot and let's see, Scoot and them are out. I think it's just Scoot. Scoot, Grant, and then Simons is questionable. Okay. Yeah, I mean Denny's gonna have crazy usage if that's the case. Anthony Simons probably gonna have really solid usage as well if Scoot happens to be out. Let's see, against the Knicks, he didn't have. I don't think he really had a great game against the Knicks. No, looks like they blitzed him. Denny though against the Knicks had a great game. Oh wow, yeah, 5 assists. Yeah, I mean, just gotta wait for the Simons news, right? Like so Scoot is for sure out, but then yeah, you gotta wait. And yeah, Sharp might get pretty damn good usage here against the Knicks. So I could definitely see some Sharp stuff being interesting. Yeah, yeah, that was a good play on Dyson. He has really good head-to-head history against the Bucks. Garland over 2.5 threes against Zubac. Yeah, we could check that out. See how many did he get up there? Because I would assume, like I said, I would assume Clippers do the same thing. Definitely makes sense in my opinion for Garland to get up threes against a slow-footed Zubac, but got up 6, 2.5. I know he has these crazy home road splits. I wonder if that's still been the case, but I guess yeah, calm down a little bit, but still pretty good stuff, especially compared to the road. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good look. Like I said, he did only get up 6 3-pointers attempted, and look, it seemed like Zubac was creeping up a little bit more and turning him into a facilitator. So I will say that's definitely in the cards, but just thinking about it logically, I think I lean over there with you. Gut feeling on Draymond rebounds. Yeah, I mean I'm on assists, so if you're saying you like rebound, if you have a gut feeling on rebounds, I have a play on assists. I guess rebounds and assists could definitely make a fair bit of sense. Last game, he let Easton guard him 1-on-1, so everyone else stayed home using assists. Who are you talking about, Chris? Are you talking about Booker or Durant? And yeah, Tari Easton's out, I know. So Conley under 4.5 assists. Yeah, Mike, Minnesota Mike. He played really good minutes last game. Oh shit, you said I forgot about Dante threes too. Yeah, let me quick look at Dante. Yeah, look, I think the Pistons are going to be leaky today. I think that Ant's really going to put pressure on Duran to get out and move a little bit, and then they're going to have to rely on backside rotations. And Pistons have been more of more susceptible. I can't talk sometimes. Yeah, I know. I think that they're going to be pretty susceptible here on defense. If Dern creeps up a ton, then definitely Dante could get into some catch and shoot stuff. But Mike Conley under assists. Um, yeah, I mean with everyone healthy, let's see with Rudy. Yeah, he's under and more. I will say Mike Conley's definitely playing really good hoops right now. Like he's actually he looked kind of cooked at the start of the year. There's definitely some shit minute games in here. I think that for the most part, Mike Conley is actually going to be like a 22 to 28 minute guy moving forward. Maybe I'm off there. I probably yeah, like a 25 minute a game guy. Like he's really been playing good. So let me quick use those filters. 22 to 28. Then it's 12 out of 25. But yeah, the Pistons have been like not allowing assists for whatever reason, right? Yeah, second fewest assists, last 10. So yeah, no, that's definitely interesting. I guess we could do opponent assists allowed and do bottom half of the league. Yeah, then it starts to get really bad. So yeah, no, I think this is a pretty good look. Andrew, or was that Andrew S? Yeah, it was Andrew. Um, Struce over points. Yeah, yeah. No, I talked about this for a little bit. I really do like I really like Struce here, man. I think I might actually give it an official play here. I mean, look, it's like Strus and Hunter are like the same prototype. 12 field goal attempts, 3 free throw attempts. That's great volume for an 8.5 line, right? And Hunter got up 10 shots in 20 minutes. Like I said, Clippers won the game, so probably they're gonna do the same thing. And yeah, I mean, Max Strus 12 field goal attempts. Like I said, it's not like a guarantee. We could do like 8 to 12 field goal attempts and see where he's at with this line. But I do think that the volume is going to be very good for Mr. Max here, like 8 to 12. Yeah, I mean, holy crap! When he takes 8 to 12 field goal attempts, he is over in 19 out of 21 games. So that's very good stuff. And yeah, it's like Zubac just can't. Zubac is they're gonna have trouble on defense. The Clippers are with how slow footed Zubac is trying to guard those pick and rolls. Like they're going to create a lot of advantages and just probably have a good overall offensive game. So yeah, I think that Max definitely makes a lot of sense. Simon's questionable. Take his under when he plays though. That makes sense. Yeah, I wouldn't hate Simon's under either. Even like you could just, I mean, the Knicks clearly were blitzing him if he only had like 6 points. Keldon over rebounds, so we can go to the Spurs versus the Warriors. Yeah, Warriors I don't think are a great rebounding team. Keldon with 34 minutes. Oh, did Jeremy Sohan end up starting or? Let's see. Yeah, I didn't even watch that game yesterday. So it looks like Bismack was like a GNP there. Maybe that was because of matchup or something, but look, I don't really keep up with the Spurs a ton. Definitely could get blown out. So his minutes have been like 26 per game. We could do like 22 to 30 without Wemby, I guess. Without Wemby, 22 to 30. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's much there. Who is Jaden McDaniels guarding? Is it going to be Malik? Also, Snipe Asar points back again. I also snipe Asar. Jaden McDaniels, maybe Dennis Schroeder, I would think. Or I bet Mike Conley will be on Beasley, but actually Tobias, he'll probably. I think maybe Ant will be on Tobias because of the physicality aspect. They might put Randall on. Or actually, no, Randall will probably be on Tobias. You'll probably have Ant on. Probably have Jaden. You might have Jaden on. Dennis. Give him fits. Ant on Tim Hardaway. So Ant rebounds could actually be like a little bit interesting, by the way. If he is going to be on, I think Ant's probably going to be on Tim Hardaway for the most part. Ant's definitely not going to guard an off ball, an off ball mover, like 100% not. But yeah, so the more I think about it, I think that Ant, like, you can make a case for like PRA even though this dude has been cheeks, kind of, with everyone healthy, man. Like, holy crap. Yeah. No, I don't know. I think the Ant's in a good spot too. Like, you could definitely talk yourself into his rebounds. But yeah, I would think Jaden's on Schroeder. Asar points is kind of high. Yeah, I mean, you just don't want to take Asar against a team with Rudy Gobert. I mean, Rudy Gobert is like the perfect Asar Thompson minimizer. Wait, and 12 and a half with Tobias back. Yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous. Wait, hold up. Okay, it's 11 and a half, but that still seems high against Minnesota, honestly. Yeah, no, that definitely seems high. Luka lost my damn by point 0.5. That actually sucks ass, bro. Mitchell under points, yeah, for sure, for sure. I think it's definitely interesting. I will say, yeah, no, I think the game's gonna be close, which is maybe a little bit nerve wracking, but because yeah, it's like he does average 24 on the year, but like on barely any minutes, and if you get a close game, Donnie tends to go over, and like the volume was pretty good. He just shot really poorly, but yeah, no, I don't think it's a. I think I definitely lean under with you here. So unstarted, okay. Grimes 31.5 PRA. I mean, yeah, they are playing. Philadelphia is playing Toronto. I wonder if it is a back to back. I wouldn't be shocked if he just doesn't even play, to be honest with you. Um, but yeah, this reeks of like a shit minute game, right? So I definitely lean under with you, even though if you don't get the shit minute game, you're probably cooked because like the Raptors stink. But yeah, I think that this reeks of a shit minute game. Yeah, I don't know about Julius here, man. I don't know about Julius because yeah, Pistons have been pretty good paint defense. Um, they Tobias is pretty strong for what he is. I don't know if I mean Tobias is like a fine matchup for him. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's also terrible. Julius really like is gonna screw up or dominate people like who just aren't um who like aren't strong like him. And like yeah, Tobias like I don't know how he matches up. I think he could be all right. But yeah, guys, I will always stress that like Julius Randle is like his minutes are not like what they used to be like at all. Like he couldn't have played better in this game, and the Wolves starters pretty much closed the game, and he still only played 32 minutes. Like I'm telling y'all, Julius Randle, his ceiling's about like 33 minutes at this point. Like unless Rudy gets ejected or something like that. But yeah, and like the floor is probably like 25 minutes, and I guess he still has pretty good hit rates with that. So what are they in post up? Are they post up? So they send looks like they send two in post up, kind of if they're this good at defending post ups. Isolation. Yeah, points in the paint's a little bit worrisome. They do allow. I mean, this is kind of like Randall's zone, the non-restricted area. That really is kind of like a zone. So yeah, I don't really. I look. I don't really have much feel on my Wolves. I do agree that this Rudy line is actually pretty way too high, to be honest. So I think that was like a great find, but yeah, PRA looks cash. Yeah, I think that Julius's PRA is fairly sad personally, but yeah, okay. I think that's gonna do it today. Uh, Probably no lotto. Actually, screw it. Let's do a lotto. What am I thinking? Let's do a little lottery ticket. Before I do this lotto, guys, make sure if you guys are new here, or if you guys are just watching, if you appreciate this content, if you appreciate a little Sunday stream action, or if you just rock with me in general, make sure to drop a like and sub to the channel. So yeah, helps me out a ton. And let's get it, fellas. Lotto time. Look, I feel like we have to put Josh Hart threes in there. Oh, but we can't. FanDuel never lists it. Okay, well, let's go to a site that can. We got to put Josh Hart threes in there. Like, what are we doing? Let's go to DraftKings. I think that they have it, but let me quick remove this again so I can sign in. DraftKings. Yeah, I have to put Josh Hart threes in the lotto, bro. I just have to. I mean, like he's gonna get guarded by Klingon. It's almost like, dude, if he doesn't hit it, he doesn't hit it. Like, who cares? Okay. All right, they're checking my location out. I have a shit ton of money in my DraftKings. I gotta get that shit out of it. I only use this DraftKings account to like bet lottos and stuff close to tip. I'm trying to get that longevity going. But yeah, guys. I mean, yeah. So we're starting off with Josh Hart. What else? What else do you guys like for lotto stuff, man? I mean, I gotta put Josh Hart threes in there. I'm sorry. Like I don't hate Klingon rebounds too. To be honest with you, we could just do a SGP. Where is Josh? Okay, Josh 2 threes plus 230. I don't hate Klingon boards. What's 9 at? We could do like Klingon 9 boards because he's gonna guard Josh, and that's like good. We could do Josh assists. Now we're at plus 700. I don't know if I like Josh assists. Okay, let's move on. I do like Klingon rebounds though, and I do kind of want to put it in there because actually let's do like 10 plus because Klingon's either gonna get benched or I don't know. Let's do Klingon 10 plus rebounds. I think that it's a good spot for him to grab rebounds. Now we're at plus 525. We could do some max Jacoby. We could do Jacoby Walter 3 threes maybe. I do like that. Or oh wow, the value is not really there on DraftKings on Jacoby. I will say that. Jameson Battle. Do you guys have anything you guys like for this one? Let me know if you guys do. We could do Max Strus. Max Strus like 10 points maybe. What is that at? Oh, that's minus 110. What's 10? Plus 125. We could do Max Strus 10 plus points. Now we're at plus 1300. Is there anything else we like? Ooh, Draymond assists. Yeah, no, I don't. I don't know. This looks pretty good, guys. What do you guys think about this? Actually, I don't even know if anyone's in here anymore. I don't think so. Okay, let's lock this in, man. 3-pick parlay plus 1306. Let's go $15 here. Actually, I like this one. $25 to win 3. $20 to win. Okay, let's do like a $20 lay on this one. I like this a lot. Max Strus, 10 plus points. Klingon, 10 rebounds. Josh Hart, 2 plus threes. I think it makes sense. Okay, cool. All right. That's going to do it, guys. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Like I said, one last reminder, make sure to like and sub if you do appreciate this content. And actually, let's quick do a little rundown of like what plays I was on. But yeah, let me quick remove this. Okay. Quick little rundown of the plays if you guys are new here. Draymond Green over 5.5 assists, minus 130 at FanDuel. Jacoby Walter over 1.5 3-pointers made, plus 130 at FanDuel. And then Josh Hart over 19.5 points and assists, minus 121 at Caesars. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys tomorrow. Threes for Josh, I did 2. And Jacoby Walter, if you missed it, it was over 1.5 threes. But Josh was 2 threes as well in the lotto. Cool. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a great rest of your day.